Welcome back to Mentally Damaged. It's been a while. I'm finally over being sick, and then I got busy with work. David's been busy with where he works also, so we haven't got anything done. But here I am. I'm back. And today, rather than a discussion, I thought I would tell a funny story. So, several years ago, before I met my wife, I was on an app called Meet Me. It was a dating app, and I had talked to several different women on there. But I had finally met up with and really got started to get to know this one girl, Melissa. Now, it was a weird situation. She had just supposedly come out of a very abusive relationship, and after she'd been out of the relationship for about 6 weeks, I think it was, she found out she was pregnant. She swore up and down she wasn't getting back with the guy. Because of the documented abuse, she was going to be able to take his parental rights away. So that wasn't any concern. So, okay, it's different, but I'm not just going to blow her off. So we continued to cultivate a relationship there. And many months went by, and time come for her to have the baby. And she had been discussing this with me previously, wanting me to come to the hospital with her and all this. And so I asked her, I said, okay, well, you want me to come to the hospital? And she told me no. She said, the actual father is going to be there. Well, this was kind of weird because of all the supposed abuse, so that really caught me off guard. Well, then she further explained that it was between her mother and the guy's mother, had set all this up for him to be there, supervised, and it was too stressful for her to deal with, so that was just the way it was going to be. So, okay, I can see that happening. It sounds weird, but okay, we'll see how this works out. So she had the baby, a little girl. I'm not going to name the baby out of respect for the kid. Now, we continued talking and getting together and everything. Well, several weeks went by, and she messaged me online, and she tells me, "Hey, Tim, we're gonna have to stop seeing each other." I'm like, "Okay, why?" Well, me and I can't remember the guy's name. Let's call him Joe. Me and Joe were getting back together, and I said, "Well, you said that wasn't gonna happen. That he was too abusive. What's going on?" And I swear to God, she says this. Well, he come over the other day and he seen that my phone was broke, so he bought me a brand new iPhone, so we're getting back together. That is actually what she told me. I couldn't believe it. And without missing a beat, I replied to her and said, really? Well, if I'd have realized that's all it took, I'd have sent you my debit card. Now, of course, I was being an asshole. And she really didn't like it. Oh, she blew up. She threw a fit. Started crying how I was just being so disrespectful. And she wasn't a whore and all this stuff. Well, I never said that she was a whore. She's the one just automatically denying it. So obviously she must be kind of feeling that way or knowing that she's acting that way. Now, you would think that this would be the end of the story. I mean, what woman is going to do that and then talk to you ever again after you respond in such a way? But no, this is not the end of it. She blocked me on Facebook, blocked my number. I assume blocked my number. I didn't never message or call her ever again. But several years later, I hadn't just got with my wife, but we were together. We were engaged. We hadn't got married yet, but we were engaged. And I think we were together 2, maybe 3 years before we got engaged. So, I mean, it's been quite a while. Because I didn't date my wife until 3 or 4 months after this happened with Melissa. So this is almost 4 years later. I get a random message from her on Facebook. And I couldn't believe it. She messaged me and she's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing well, and you? Oh, well, I'm down here at Corpus Christi. For those that don't know, Corpus Christi is a town in South Texas right on the Gulf. They have beautiful beaches. Well, so she says she's down there in Corpus Christi. Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing there? Oh, me and Joe are down here on our honeymoon. I'm like, oh, really? Y'all got married? Huh. Okay. Yeah, we got married. Things are going well. We're down here on our honeymoon, and we have run out of money. I was wondering if you would send us some money through my GoFundMe program. I just started laughing. Now, of course, this is all through text, so I just put LMFAO. Laugh my fucking ass off. She immediately responded, I knew it was a mistake to add you. I don't know why I would think you would help somebody out. And quickly blocked me. I could not believe that after the bullshit that she pulled before, that years later she would come back and have the audacity to not only message me, but ask me for money for her honeymoon. Come on now. If you can't afford your honeymoon, you don't go on your honeymoon. You can't expect other people to pay for this shit for you. The fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. Now, unrelated to that story, however, it happened a couple weeks before I met Melissa on the Meet Me app. And I don't remember the other girl's name, so we're just going to call her Cindy. So I messaged Cindy. It says that we're a pretty good match, and so we get to talking back and forth. And she's on the other side of the state from me. That's okay. I don't mind traveling. So I had told her, I said, look, we should get together and see a movie. And she said she would just love to do that. When's a good time, I asked her. And she told me that, she's not employed right now, so anytime's a good time. So I picked out a day. I said, how about this day? She said, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So I marked it on my calendar and going to do some research to see what movies they're playing, and I do. A couple days later, I get back with her and let her know, hey, this is what's playing, and what would you prefer to go see? And she, I don't care, as long as we go see something. What time are you going to be here? I said, well, I don't know. It's a 4.5 hour drive. I'll leave early enough to get there and pick you up before the movie. And she actually says, oh, well, I've got another guy coming by, so it's whichever one of y'all get here first that day gets to take me out. Now, of course, I could not believe the stupidity behind that statement. Obviously, that was the end of that. I was not going to go over there. It's not a contest in my mind. So, no, we're just not doing that. I mean, if I just wanted to pick up loose women, I could just go to the bar for that. I don't need to drive 4 hours to pick up some woman that might not be there when I get there. I hope you enjoyed those two stories. I know they're short and there's not much to them, but I thought they were funny, and I think you will too. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Mentally Damaged. Follow us on Twitter, Mentally Damn. And don't forget to stop by our Patreon page and help us out. The more you help us out, the better content we can produce.